What's up everyone, I'm J-Semp and we're back here with another art video today. So today, I'm going to take you through this surreal piece that I decided to make. I had a lot of fun with it, but I wanted to break it down for you guys and kind of take you through my process so you guys could hopefully learn something from it. So if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, comment what you want to see next, gently tap that like button, all that stuff. Yeah, let's get into it. Before you guys say anything, I'm just trying to be cozy out here. You know, it's drizzling outside, I got the hoodie on, it's nice and cozy. So anyways, I start off with the basic line structure of everything, adding parallels to the face to kind of connote all of the different eyes, nose, all that structure. And that helps me build out the face in general, so I have a sense of the structure because I'm then going to dissect it to make it more surreal, which is why I am lowering the jaw, because I like doing that with my pieces because I think it adds a little surreal aspect. And then I'm coming in with some drips because that was kind of the style that I wanted to go with this. I oftentimes either choose to do drips or stretched skin, but I wanted to go for a more drippy feel. So that's what I'm doing here. Then I'm defining the line work a little bit more since everything was a bit rough in the beginning. And I'm also coming in with a little bit of shading. Now with my pieces, sometimes I will just do it pure line work and add cross hatching, but with this one, I wanted to add a little bit more depth and a little bit more realism. So I decided to come in and add some of that shading. So right now I'm coming in with a little bit more detail. I'm adding that detail to the eyes and defining a little bit of other things. Now with surrealism, and what I like to tell people with surrealism, it's all about keeping the integrity of what is known. And what I mean by that is you don't want to warp everything. You just want to change a very small aspect of it so that it's still readable, but it's seen as surreal. So that's why I decided to add the dripping look and kind of move the jaw a little bit, but I'm keeping the realism of the eyes other than the drippy eye that I decided to add. But yeah, that's a very good rule of thumb if you want to get into surrealism, and it's the reason why I started off with the basic, structure of the face without any warping. But yeah, so I'm adding a lot of depth to the eyes by adding shading around it and creating depth with the head by adding shading around that as well. And with this piece, I decided that I would actually blend it out a little bit. I don't normally do that, but you'll see in a little bit that I use my finger to add some blending, and that's because I wanted to give a much more clean finish to it and try something a little bit new. And that's always fun to do. It's always great to experiment with new things, but keeping grounded in what you're comfortable with. You don't want to necessarily try something completely new because you'll feel out of your comfort zone and you won't necessarily want to do that again. But if the majority of what you're doing is something you're comfortable with, then you'll have no problem trying new things, and then you can later expand those things. So basically, I'm just trying to add slowly but surely depth around the face. I'm going to be coming in with my eraser in a little bit because I added the eyebrows and I thought that they were way too defined for this style because I was blending everything out. So as you can see, I came in and erased it a little bit, blended them out a little bit more, and it just goes to show that you have to really create everything in a cohesive way. It doesn't matter if the eyebrows are realistic. If that doesn't go with everything else, then it's not going to work out well. So that's why I blended them out. And right now I'm also coming in and adding depth to the drips by making them darker, and just adding some minor details here and there, erasing around the outside to make it a much more clean finish, darkening the line work. And yeah, so I'm really excited with how this turned out, really happy with it. I hope you guys were able to just enjoy, sit back and relax and be cozy just like me. But yeah, I'm gonna be cutting to my outro, and yeah, so bada boom. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you guys were able to learn something from my process and hopefully just enjoyed watching me draw. So as always, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, gently tap that like button, and keep on arting.